Yeah, so we are currently streaming live, and today's session is called Bring Your A Game with Catherine and her amazing glam squad, as I like to call them. And we're going to have everybody introduce themselves in a couple seconds. In fact, we'll go ahead and do that real quick if you want to go through and
everybody. That'd be amazing. We'll just have people come up to the camera. And this is Caitlin Tilley, wardrobe stylist. Caitlin, tell us a little bit about yourself.
I've been out here about 10 years doing styling, say for 7 or 8. I love editorial styling. I've worked with Catherine quite a lot.
Yeah. What are your biggest things that you've worked on, and what's the most fun thing you've ever had?
I love editorial, but I also love commercial. I've worked with a wide range of celebrities, but I think the creative projects that we all kind of come together and all of our ideas kind of flow, and that's a great idea, that's a great idea, all that kind of stuff.
All right, well, that's a good intro. All right, get out. We'll really talk about the real stuff and get to the reality. This is Phoebe Dawson, makeup artist.
So I'm a makeup artist from New Zealand. I moved to LA like 9 years ago when I was 19 to chase my dreams, and yeah, I do film, TV, music videos, editorial. I love working with Catherine. She's one of my favorite photographers. And yeah.
And lastly, but not least, Karina.
Hi, I'm Karina. I've been licensed 14 years. I love doing hair. I've been doing editorial work for about 6 years. Love doing music videos, working with a creative team. Catherine's amazing. We've done a lot of photo shoots and everything together with Phoebe and Caitlin. And thanks for having me.
Awesome. So this class really kind of like, streams the importance of like having your team. So I have these lovely ladies here with me. We've worked on a couple of projects all together, but
real quick, Catherine, before we head on, do you want to also introduce yourself and give?
Oh, I have to do that? Sure. Okay, sure. Hi, everybody. I'm Catherine Asanov. I'm a fashion advertising photographer. I shoot for Sony Music, Badgley Mishka, shot J-Lo, Britney, Becky G, been in Zinc magazine and InStyle and Elle. I just got back from New York, and I'm an LA-based photographer. I started when I was 16 on film, and I love teaching people too and sharing ideas and concepts and really educating people on what it takes, to get shit done.
Cool.
So, yeah, that's me and Sunday.
Awesome. So I just want to quickly let everybody know, if you guys have questions, feel free to post them in the questions tab or the chat tab if you want to chat with us as we go through this. And yeah, so today's session is going to be all about how to get the right people on your team, and sometimes more importantly, getting the right or the wrong people off your team. And obviously, as we between Caitlin and Phoebe and Catherine and their whole team, that they've been able to put together a really great squad. And they're just going to talk about how they did that and the importance of creating a good team dynamic. So ladies, take it away.
Awesome. I think I want to kind of start out with styling, like in general, and then go from to makeup to hair, because you guys work at, I think like Phoebe and Karina here, just whipping around my computer, guys, work at a certain dynamic that to them, their dynamics are really important, and their dynamics with me are so important that, like, me and the stylist have a whole other level of a relationship.
You have like photo shoot.
Yeah, because it's a before, during, and after, and that's like put together so closely. So I'm interested to see Caitlin. I'm going to share my screen here shortly. Caitlin, while I pull up my website, or do you want to pull up yours? Okay. Why don't you kind of like tell us, like, what is it in a photographer that you feel like you need the most? I think a lot of people don't understand that. Like you guys struggle, in order to get the job done and proper communication. Like remember last year we had
Catherine.
Zen and Wine. That was just
Catherine?
boom. Oh my God. Really good.
Hello, Catherine. If you could just back up a little bit, because you're talking off to the side.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Audio, yeah, we want to make sure we hear you nice and clear.
All right.
Yeah, that sounds great. Okay, continue. That was all.
Good. So what is it like? I remember last shoot we did denim line. You brought all the stuff and like all the direction and everything. What does it really take?
Where you and I work together really well because I feel like we're able to really communicate, and you have suggestions, I'll have suggestions when I'm pulling. I know the way that you shoot, and as far as the detail is really important when I pull a garment, that you're going to capture the detail in the garment.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I think that I'm always open to new suggestions.
Fixing my chair. Are you open to that suggestion?
Yes, I think that's what I need. And that we're just kind of on the same page with stuff. I know what to expect from you, you know what to expect from me. I trust you, you trust me. And I think that's really important.
And we like both wear black. Like
Yeah.
I feel like you're a sister that you're like a weird sister that I should have. But so sorry about the fire hydrant background. So attention to detail. This is what I love about Caitlin. I think you notice how that matched your red lipstick and color palettes and everything. How like important that is. Like we're like a really good reflection of each other. It's really weird, like vibing the same energy in these gals too. What I love about Caitlin, and I'm about to do a screen share here, is that she has a particular style that fits mine too. We have a very similar vision. So whenever you have somebody on your team as a stylist, it's really important to make sure you guys have a certain vision that connects. Otherwise, you're not going to understand each other. And in working with different stylists and different projects, it's really important that you hire the right stylist for the right project. And I'll tell you a story a little later on. Karina can chime in on a project where I almost killed a stylist. So not literally, but just
Maybe.
Almost went there. But I'll do. Is it that? Is it this? Yeah. Okay. Is it? Can you guys see my screen? Or do I just stop sharing? Hi. Did that work? Jamal?
Yeah, it was good.
I was gonna start the screen share. Let me try that one more time.
Awesome.
Does that work? All right, that's my email. Say yes if you can see my screen. Oh, I can see it. Okay, great. The website keep scrolling? Yeah. Okay. So here's like a couple of projects Caitlin and I have worked on, especially this one here with the airplane that you see. She's just really great in just capturing a lot of details and textures, which are really important part and element in my vision as well. I love to play with texture. The pool shoot here that you're seeing, we did together. We all drove out to San Diego. It was just like, just making a crisp, fun, cool color palette with chunky heels and everything else like that. With the plane shoot, that was a really fun challenge. You ended up pulling a lot of stuff that was actually made out of parachutes.
World War II parachutes, yeah.
So World War II parachutes. I'm gonna try to pull up the screen on my website and show you guys that shoot as well. So what's really cool about all of this is that we have the same vision overall. And Caitlin, I can trust just to be able to make anything really happen. So here's a shoot. We drove, 2.5 hours, didn't know what we were gonna encounter. Had 2 models, and it's really important in having our 2 models was that they mimicked each other. So they had a very similar look, and that's where styling became really important. I'm a really big fan of symmetry. I love good lines, good clean detail. Caitlin knew that right off the bat, and whenever we work together, it's such a collaborative process that we're that. Okay, yes, totally agree. And it just snaps, and it just you're right, makes the whole project just go way faster. So, do you have any horror stories you'd like to share, in working with other photographers? Don't say any names, but I feel like it's so important for people to know.
I think that when you're coming together as a collaborative team, if someone else's vision as far as photographer, makeup, hair isn't quite on with what I pulled, or the model gets switched out last minute, or I didn't get the correct wardrobe, or the lighting's not right, or it starts raining, or something like that. If people don't want to work together and don't kind of problem solve, then it turns out it's like a puzzle piece, and the puzzle pieces don't fit. So the overall image just doesn't flow. So I think that's really important. I have worked with teams where it's the makeup or hair, or photographers no, I'm going to do it this way. This is the way it's going to be. I'm but the model changed, or the location changed, and it just doesn't work.
Yeah.
So I think that's really important. But I met a few photographers like that.
Tell us about the shoot that we did. What do you think was the biggest challenge, in shooting Valère, which was in a French magazine, and a little explicit, but how do we do that?
It's almost like a Marilyn Monroe-ish inspired.
So where'd you find these parachute dresses?
Honestly, I have no idea.
Right. So if a stylist, it's so appropriate. It was just so cool that you showed up that day. I remember Caitlin showed up that day with 3 rackfuls of clothing and her assistant, and then we ended up sticking with this amazing parachute concept. It's probably the raciest thing I've ever shot, but I still find it very classy. And she made chef dresses and kind of capes and garments out of those, and really played with the texture and the color of all of these elements, which really just came together, and the textures were already there, and it just really sealed in that whole deal. Not more naked girls, but we'll stop screen sharing right now. So that's really what was. I think I love this gal because she wears all black like me. She gets me. We have a very similar vision, and that's really important to me. And so I'll tell a quick story before I introduce Karina, and I'll share some work that we've done together. But I'd love to share a quick story with you. And it's called The Story of the Lion Cuff. So, and why I fired a stylist, and why you're here, and a certain other person may not be here today, no names, but the story of a lion cuff begins with whenever my client is giving a stylist a board, this is exactly what you need to pull, because the stylist, you guys have a lot of freedom, you have a certain direction. But whenever you get this is exactly what you need to pull, that's probably the easiest thing in the world. You're okay, yep, done, check, check, check. And a missing lion cuff. I know there's a non-snow trend anymore. I didn't get it in until the 3rd look. I had to make him Amazon it. I don't care how much it costs. I know it's a huge campaign that's about to be out on billboards and everything else like that. They had specifically asked for a lion cuff because it's so important to that campaign and the history of it. How awesome is freaking internet and Amazon and Amazon Prime and getting it overnight? But it's I feel
when your client wants, where it's with the creative freedom and the editorials we do, where it's
client wants.
But when it is a client job, it might not be my favorite shoot, but If it's something they specifically ask for, you need to make sure that you provide, because then it makes you look bad that you trusted me.
Exactly. We're all reflections of each other, and that person,
so every
call the line, reflected me poorly, and I never yell at people. I've never had to yell at her, thank God.
And I think too, it's important with photographers that I work with as well. For me, my reputation's online, because when I'm pulling from my contacts and my designers, they're giving me stuff for free to get the images for their portfolio or the proper credit in a magazine, and that's through the photographer. So
yeah, I always look at like my website or something. Or
there's been times that my designer friends that I did pull from never received their images, and I'm going to the photographer like, can I have the images? Can I have the images? Or they get them and they're not what they expected. They can't use it, so then that makes me look bad, because are they going to let me pull again for a different project? So my reputation is online too, through the photographer. When something is
so important.
Wrong, or that's really important.
Yeah, cool. I love that. I forgot how important that was. I was just like, no, just get that stuff for me, please. We need it. So yeah, it really does take, team of, great photo, great styling, great hair and makeup. Who wants to go first? Karina? Yeah? Okay. Awesome. Thank you, Caitlin. We'll see you shortly. So this is Karina. Again, take a seat. Why not? Do you have to? No, you can stand if you want. You're used to teaching. Karina is an amazing instructor, so she teaches all day long, and she knows how to handle a team together. And I feel like this is my glue and my bones of this whole all of our work together. You're like my glue, lady.
Oh, I love you
so I love this woman's does. She beyond doing hair, and I'll show you some of her work together that Phoebe also has been involved in. Karina really, she'll do anything. She will sweep some floors. She will run down and get whatever it takes. Somebody needs something, she'll be there. And then at the end of the day, she'll have the greatest laugh in the world. So really, don't get her started. Really the best energy, on set. That's another very important element. And this is why, we're streaming here live today with a certain group of people that have amazing energy, very serious, very passionate about what they do, who they are, and how they reflect, as well as they're passionate about educating other people. You, as the person who educates everybody, what would you tell the audience, in working together in a team setting? What is the most educational statement that you can think of off of the top of your mind right now?
Honestly, good energy. Good energy, good vibes, having each other's backs. Things
falling.
Good and bad. Good and bad things happen on set. It's gonna happen.
Just stand there.
I think coming together and being a team is the most important thing.
Teamwork. See, it happened. That red thing was getting on my nerves. Just somebody take that off the wall. The red thing, the important fire hydrant. Thanks, Phoebe. Yeah.
I got you.
She got my back. Anyway, so I'm going to start doing screen share really quick, and I will show you some of Karina's work together. Phoebe, why don't you hop in here so some people can see your face too, because I really kind of want to show all of our work together, and we'll talk a little bit about what crazy stuff we did, and Caitlin will chime in on probably some styling issues, or not issues, but yeah, 3-day editorial. Okay, that's a good topic. You've done something crazy like this. I think we've shot 3 editorials in a day as well. So let's share. Let's see. So I'll have to find it really quick. So we did a 3-day editorial actually, which was really, really fun. And we all went out to the desert. Karina had here's more Caitlin and I worked together there. Sabrina had a place out in Palm Springs. Tell us about that and how we got there and why you decided that. Well, I pulled this up on my website.
I've always wanted to shoot out in Palm Springs, like out in the middle of the desert. So I asked the team to get together and like, let's shoot, let's go get creative. And I went out the day before and scouted a few locations, and everyone came out the morning of, and we did our magic and got in the car and went to one location, and then that first location turned into a second location and a third, and just magic happened that day. The lighting changed, and we just kept working with it. We ended up in some really crazy spots. Thought we were going to get eaten alive by tarantulas and snakes.
Yeah, so
we powered through.
we did like the stylist, like Caitlin, brought so much wardrobe here that I was just like, oh my gosh, like we have enough for 3 stories here, and we had them all published. We were just really like loving our day and being passionate about it. So this was the last one we shot. We had winds that worked to our advantage. As stylist, like I know you've had to, you know, like toss skirts to create movement and motion. You know, if the wind's working a certain way against us, you know, or want some movement and flow, you know, you really kind of punched that out. He layered up some pieces here, which was really fun and cool. Gave a lot of texture and cool energy. Tell us about the hair here. Remember?
She has no hair.
there was
her
no
hair is really short, so I used a lot of extensions and ponytail pieces. Slicked her hair back.
We're not seeing it. I think we have to just try it again, and it should show up.
Sorry.
Yes, screen share.
Yeah? You got it? Start there. So you can see it now, right? I'm seeing it. Okay.
It's a lot of extensions, slicking her hair back, working with a lot of gel and stuff. But she's an incredible model. And I mean, every shot, she just...
That was one editorial, right?
Yeah, and she like never complained the whole day. She was such a trooper. She did an amazing job. She like climbed in the bushes, in the jungle.
In the jungle.
In the jungle.
And I feel like if she wasn't such a good trooper, like we wouldn't have gotten 3 editorials done. And like,
yeah,
that's where like
I'm like, can you just go climb this? She's like, yes. And it is really important, like whenever models are just so like down to earth and they're like, oh yeah, I'm just like gonna give you every freaking pose in the world because I don't want the same pose again. I was like, come on, just like lay all the way down. I didn't even know. I think there was creatures crawling like everywhere. It was amazing.
And I feel like that's important.
What, like a rat comes out of a bush at one point or something? I don't know. What was it?
But like that makes a big difference too, like the energy that the model brings to the shoot, and like if they're like kind of complaining or want to go home or don't want to be there versus like having high energy and being excited and like
we
she
out,
was
like,
happy.
Yeah,
so it was like a really, really long day. Like we left early in the morning, we got home late at night, and she was so down. So.
Yeah, and I keep hiring her. Like we all remember her. So like even just like remembering somebody on set, like part of a team, like at the end of the day you finish a project and then you go off and you're like, oh well that person, okay, we all talk, you know, SHIT about stuff. And you know, like the model was or makeup was off, or the stylist was off, like, you know, somebody had a bad day, or oh god, the hair did like horrible. And those are the people that I've like kicked off of my team. There's so many people to work with here, you know, there's so many options. But like once you get to really know somebody and you trust them, they trust you, you guys have similar visions, you know, they're going to be on point and punctual. And then like bang out a 3rd editorial like this, we're like, okay, it's night, let's do the dark desert. All of a sudden, I was like rolling around in the sand.
It was like literally nighttime.
Nighttime. And then we like what you got creative and started braiding little braids in the car and then sticking them in her hair, as you like see here, and then played up on with the texture here of these like little tassels, made the hair into tassels. So it's like, okay, like it really like came together so creatively. And you're a beauty editor for this magazine as well. So it was really fun that we were able to release it really quickly too. So that was amazing. Desert, and I don't remember how many bugs are out there. Gosh, there's some fun animated GIFs that we worked on together here. I mean, like Karina and I constantly collaborate on hair. I definitely steal Phoebe's brushes like all the time from Caitlin. I start digging in Caitlin's jewelry boxes and start layering and piling on stuff. And they let me do it because they trust me and I trust them, and they see I start pulling hair a certain way, or doing the eyes a certain way, or just tell her the colors. She shows me the colors and like get exactly what we want out of it. So let's go to some like maybe beauty work. Beauty's so different too, and the way it's styled, and you know, with as a stylist, you have to pull like minimal pieces, or if it's like more extravagant beauty, you know, it's like what is those little things that it takes. Like Karina, like that perfect sleek hair. Every flyaway, please just make me look like that on a daily basis, right? So that really helps whenever like hair, makeup, styling. I don't have wrinkles, things are steamed. You know, I don't have really like running makeup like I probably do right now. Like the model doesn't have that. It really like saves on my retouching. I don't have crazy flyaways. Again, it saves on my retouching. Maybe it's beauty too, where we have a little more fun. This is a little more natural and stuff. So there we go. So this was really fun. Colors was really fun. This is a three in a day editorial too.
That one was in 30 minutes.
Oh yeah, this was a 30-minute editorial,
30-minute
so it's just like 30-minute challenge. They were like, I styled it. Sorry, I wish you were there. I had some extra accessories, and I was just like, all right, loving these colors. Karina, start just putting random like colors in her hair. You know, I'm like, Phoebe, just start just painting. You know, you weren't on this one, sorry. But like, who was on this one? I can't read. Oh, Lena. So Lena was another makeup artist I'm working with, because Phoebe can't make it for my campaign shoot, secret campaign shoot on Thursday. She's booked for Uber.
No, it's like an Uber campaign.
Yeah. So it's like a 30-day campaign. So I have my like go-to backups, which are really important. So this was an amazing one that we worked with together as well. So you can just get off camera now. No, I'm joking. But she just started throwing, you know, the makeup on and more, and this girl had like just gorgeous eyes, and Karina was helping me like get pieces in the hair and make different things out of them. It was just amazing. Another one that happens in 30 minutes.
Yeah, wasn't it at the end of another shoot?
And that was at the end of another shoot. We're just like, oh my God, let's just
stuff.
What did I take? Yeah. I probably took a makeup brush away from you. I was like, oh, God. Okay. And Phoebe's looking at me like, okay, no, wait, I see where you're going.
Yeah.
So that energy was just like really fun, just to have like overall. This here, like Karina, so many bobby pins.
Well, in that shoot, we were only going to do like something beauty, and then like I think I had my big case of like pins and everything like that.
And I just saw them.
Started shoving it in the hair, and then we started like creating all of these shapes, and it really took off. Like there was a ton of press over it, and it's all bobby pins. But we just like got creative and
then
had fun with it.
Yeah. That wasn't the same day as this. Yeah. Like, hold on. So that like all of that.
Oh yeah.
Yes, Phoebe loves her natural makeup. So, you know, that too, and then it's just so pretty. Just like smell the roses. I don't know, just take it all in.
Yeah,
gorgeous model. We're gonna take my screen off and then maybe tell some other kind of crazy stories. I got a story
Yeah, you
here,
should
right?
talk about that.
Wait, no, which one's the best? Hold on. You want to talk about that one? Which one were you on that you helped me with? Because I got to talk to you about the self-portrait project. Okay. Is there a pause button here, or my screen's going to keep going? So I'm doing a self-portrait series. I'm originally from Russia, and Russians get stereotyped so much. So let's make fun of it, all the stereotypes. So here I'm FOB, fresh off the boat, Russian, Barbie with a lot of, and all kinds of stuff. And wow, to make that come together. Oh, this fell off my chair. We were playing I'm a Barbie girl in a Barbie world kind of thing. Which one did you help me do?
I don't know. Maybe we talked about it, but we haven't shot it yet.
We haven't shot it yet, so we were actually going to shoot something about today.
You were talking about like a fur coat and like.
Well, I did the fur coat one already. That was really stereotyped. So I need to do a spy, and all these other ideas, like they're all just jammed up on my phone. So this conversation, like, I think it's really fun. A gallery show coming up at Bergamot Station. So like, I really want to kind of keep all the one team together. Like, I need to be a stack of potatoes.
Right.
We all like eat potatoes. Like, yeah. The hardest challenge that I've come across, and maybe my team will figure it out for me, is finding a baby bear, because all Russians, supposedly, we have pet bears. I would love a pet bear. Who wouldn't?
That would be so cute.
Little baby bears. Yeah, and then we're all male litter brides, self-made dual citizenship. So I'm going to get the screen off and so okay, back up. There we are. Did anybody have any questions today? The creator team, do you have any questions for us?
Yeah, so
I've been ranting.
yeah, no, it's always entertaining. So the first thing would be, how did all of you decide who to work with?
So like, how did we meet? In a sense?
Yeah. How did you meet? But then more importantly, what were the things that each of you decided, okay, this is how I want to work with her because X, Z.
How did we meet? We may have met all online. Well, we met
At the
through,
Western Union shoot, right?
we did Western Digital.
Western Digital.
We all met at a Western Digital shoot. We had the same rep at one point, and that really connected us. And we've known
And then
each
we
other.
started like doing editorials.
Yeah, then we just started having fun together, and then the relationship grew, because to me, what's really important before I bring somebody on my team and keep them on my team is that I do a test with them. I test them out. No pay. Like, do you got the drive to do something that's just totally creative, that you'll take time out of your personal life and money out of your pocket, whether it's gas money or things that are in your toolkit, to like just have fun? Because to me, that defines if you're somebody that's actually passionate about your career. So we did a lot of that, and I saw all the drive and passion within all of these ladies and then I start, handing out the work, because as a photographer, I actually get to choose like 85 to, like about 85% of the time of who I want for hair, makeup, and styling. So I keep on, like my 18 gets phone calls.
Yeah, so pretty much for you, it's all about testing, and so it's almost like the testing is in fact a test to see one, if they're passionate, two, if they have the drive,
Energy.
Synergy.
Yeah, and then like I know like some makeup artists, they won't let me touch face, and some hairstylists won't let me touch hair. I just want to, and some wardrobe stylers like, no, you can't put that top of that, and I'm like, yes, I will, and I'm doing it right now. And these ladies let me do it because they know that I have a vision. They trust me. I trust them. And like I start doing stuff, like we all jump in, we all help each other doing this or that or the other. All the eyes are on the camera. We just, like they see for me too, and I see for them. Like we all get creative blogs, and it's so important that somebody else is able to pick it up for you. Like what we were just recently doing a campaign shoot. I can't talk about who it's for, but I had to print some flowers in a garden. Everybody was sweeping and pruning and doing all kinds of stuff, rolling around in the grass, and
So I have a question for everybody except for Catherine. And so, no.
That'd be great.
So a lot of times, as a stylist or a hairstylist, wardrobe, makeup, you guys' work is shown through other photographers' work, right? Their images. So if they're terrible, then that makes your work look terrible, even if in fact you're good. So when you're looking for people to collaborate, what is it in those images, even before you do the test or meeting, that you look for? And feel free, each one of you guys, say your name and then what your answer is.
I mean, I feel like it's super important. Like, if you work with a photographer and you don't like their work or how they work, or you don't vibe with them, then I wouldn't choose to work with them again. And then there's other people that I work with that I really love, and I love what they do and how they work and the energy that they bring to the job. So then I will work with them again. And then you just work with those people more often. And then as you get busier, you do turn down a lot of other people. So yeah, you select who you love and who, if you love their work and like how they are. So
I think that once you start working with that type of team, those people will lead you to other people that they kind of mesh with, and to other people they mesh with, and then you kind of mesh with because you mesh with them.
Yeah. And too, like, I know Catherine's going to bring on amazing people that I would vibe with on like little shoots, and I love, like, if these girls are on the shoot, then I'm excited to work with them. And working with these guys, it kind of feels like you're just having fun. Like, it doesn't even feel like work. Like, I would do it for free any day.
Right? I mean, and that's why I love you guys, is because it does not feel like work. Remember the best thing that I'm gonna just put Rain on the spot here. She's so passionate about her work that she was like, I don't want you to pay me for this shoot. Like, I just want to work and be there and have fun. I'm like, hey, bitch, you're getting paid more than. Like, that kind of energy to me is like, you what? You don't want me? No. Like, you need it more than I do. Okay, no, like, you just like swept the floor and like you brought your freaking cockatoo this guy.
Oh yeah,
like,
Trina has
she
little
was
animals
like,
that she brings to shoot.
So it sounds like it's really all about
thing that just came out. I'd love to share a screen on that one if that can be kind of our last talking point. I think it's really. What did you say? We didn't hear you.
Oh, yeah, no, it's fine. You're talking. It's entertaining. So basically, I was just kind of summing it up, and it sounds like referral seems to really be a huge thing. So if, Catherine, you've worked with somebody before, then you'll pass that person on to somebody else because it's kind of a stamp of approval, so to speak.
Oh, totally. And then I always pass on, like, there's a lot of video people that I know personally. I always am just like, yeah, hire, this person or that person. I throw their names out there all the time. So I make sure that my friends that are in the industry who I think are amazing creatives as well, that need like a good hair makeup or hair makeup styling, I refer them. These guys have referred me to clients as well. So it's like this whole thing. Like, we had a whole like shoot with J Beverly Hills, which is a hair product brand, and they've never seen a better stylist than Caitlin. She got called back a million times. Well, their photos are sucking right now. So what's really cool about my team is we're all like really like loyal dogs. Where's my Snapchat filter? That like you guys stopped working with J Beverly Hills. I just said the client's name. Hey, hair blind. They stopped working with him because I wasn't shooting for them anymore because they hired a photographer in house, which totally made sense for them. But back to where Phoebe was talking about seeing the quality of something.
Yeah, like kind of the
quality went down completely.
I
You guys were
want
like,
to be credited on it because it, brings your portfolio. You're only as good as your worst photo, and so you don't want bad photos of your work out there. And you could do the best hair job, but then if it has horrible lighting or horrible styling, then it makes you look bad, and you don't want anyone to see it.
And it's not worth the money, and it's not worth the energy.
Yeah,
it's not worth it.
Yeah. So another quick question, and you guys could all go around. What are the big no-nos that you definitely won't work with somebody besides the work, obviously?
I'll do one on everybody as first, like stylist, hair, makeup, and no-nos. With makeup, I won't work with makeup artists who wear high heels on set because I think that's stupid. And that goes for styling and hair. Like it just, what? Why? Like, and then like you can't run, like, or be there, like whenever I need this or that touched up, like that affects my day heavily. Another thing is like with makeup artists with bad breath, like I've had a model complain that, a makeup artist has bad breath. And if they're not quick, I can't stand slow makeup artists. I'm not a patient person whatsoever. That's why I start doing like stuff, and I need my makeup artist in order to be able to collaborate with a hairstylist, like for that person to, if they can't work with a hairstylist in tandem, you're done. Yeah, like that's my biggest no-no on makeup. My biggest no-no on hair is somebody hairstylist that won't let me touch the hair or doesn't bring stuff, like extra stuff, fillers, extensions, and stuff like that. Because I end up sometimes with a model with not enough hair for the vision that we're going for. With stylists, they don't bring enough clothes, or they bring me like freaking H&M stuff, like what, like unless it's called for, we need basics, or it's really cool stuff. But like, I had a campaign I shot to where I was directing the stylist to say, okay, this is a shoe campaign, no prints, please do not take away from the shoes. Listen to the client, they're gonna like this outfit with that shoe. I had to Photoshop every freaking color, and yeah, like so stylists and like following directions of color palettes, I think is the most important. And the big no-no on the stylist, the big no-no is just like being unprepared, or you can't be fashionably late just because you're like the person with the clothes. Like, no, we need to see that.
Yeah, that shoe with the hair.
Yeah, being late for sure.
Oh yeah.
Not bringing enough on set.
Not bringing enough. Yeah, we had some Dolce & Gabbana clothes shipped in from Italy. Oh yeah, and then models I've had to let go off set. But I do want to share a thing that I think Marina's gonna want to chime in here with, and you can chime in on makeup, you can chime in on styling, and this is I tried to let a stylist kind of make it up for me on this one. And he was okay at some point, but I felt like the life and energy of behind his fashion just kind of left. So again, that's why you're here. I've always loved you. You're like a sister. Like we look like sisters, right? And this is our lipstick. Good stuff. All right. So I'm gonna do a quick share, and then we're probably gonna stop streaming. We're gonna take last questions and. No, it opens it in preview. I'm sorry, I'm having technical difficulties. All right, 1 second, guys.
So while you
what am I cracking up about? What am I doing? Okay, here we go. Sharing. Can you guys can see that? I'm good? Yeah? Cool.
Ooh, that's this good. Nice. Mishka.
So we just shot recently the Badgley Mishka Bride bridal campaign. This was something that Karina was on with me. I have another really great makeup artist I work with too. I do alternate between her and Phoebe frequently. She doesn't get offended on that, and whenever Karina's not, you can't get offended if I alternate. Like, yeah, I have to, you know? Like, and so anyways, so that, here we go.
There's my baby.
So this is Karina's little baby cockatoo who kept us very entertained throughout the day. And she had to manage a freaking loud bird that, just like bobs its head.
Had to keep the bird entertained, had to
stay
on top of hair.
So tell us, whenever we like stepped into this, and I have one of my sponsors, Broncolor, as well as Xylite, is about to release some articles on the shoot and how crazy it was because we stepped into pure darkness. Like there was no light at the shoot. Everything you see was lit up, and like we had generators going on.
It's very dirty.
Really dirty. I think I saw you on the floor sweeping up all kinds of stuff, keeping up with the bird, you know. She had to do hair outside, and the weather wasn't that bad. I mean, we are in LA, the weather's never that bad. It's kind of like 87 outside right now, hot and sticky. Ugh. Anyways, but
it was a good shoot. I mean,
it's a great shoot.
Yeah,
so challenging though.
I think the hardest part was definitely the stylist. I feel like the person just kind of lost their energy.
Did I just want to kill that person now?
They lost their energy, they lost their vibe, and it's hard to kind of like bring the team back together. And you almost don't want to work with that person because they're making your job a lot harder, and you're trying to make the client
because you saw me and like the creative director / the designer of this line. We're going in there.
Yep. And I mean,
I'm like, it's just
there's set design, there's cleanup, there's lighting crew.
That was amazing.
The client's there.
I need to see that earring. You just brought that hair back for me. This is something a stylist would need to see, right? Very important. Bridal piece, jewelry, getting married, you want your bling out.
Making sure every wrinkle is gone.
Yeah, the wrinkles.
Having different options for the clients, like different shoes, different earrings, different rings, different everything.
Just being there with them, like on you. Okay, that's not working. All right, how about this option? That's not working. How about this other option?
And when you're on location like that, I mean, where we were doing where the model was changing and where we were doing hair and makeup.
I was in an alleyway.
Yeah, so it wasn't like you could keep running and wasting time.
No, you had to have everything on you. Yeah, so like makeup artist was really important there too. The only one thing that would be my complaint about her that day is that she didn't tell me the model's one eye was smaller than the other. I didn't notice it until I was in post. But I think that's really important. So next time, and a lot of people's eyes are, one eye is smaller than the other. I see it all the time. Nobody's freaking perfect, you know. And how do you get an eye adjusted, you know, like
makeup, like
you can fix it with makeup or hide it, but she knew, but like it definitely showed up on camera, and the model was great, but beautiful face, everything. It was just like, oh darn, I wish I knew that before, and I would have shot a certain side of her face, like pretty much almost the whole time. So like communicating those kinds of things are really great. Or hey, her hair is about to fall down, like it's not holding curls that well. I'm gonna need her in about like after this look, I need to do a touch up, make sure you get me a break, you know?
A lot of communication. And that's the thing I love about you. Like I worked with a lot of photographers
because
they're like, they don't say anything and it's like, are they happy? Like, are you, like you have to go, like, are you?
I just don't like it.
How is it?
Yeah, feel the vibe where you're like, not like, no, it's fine. And then they talk, she got, they really
just let me know, fix it, right?
Or they are
and
happy
that's what I
and
do
they're
with my
not
clients.
communicating that they love it until the very end. And then it's like, oh wow, you were happy the whole time. And it's like you're like, oh my God, I love it. Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, like the one that we did last time, like, okay, like I know this guy can, I'm gonna stop sharing my screen now. So on a last note, like the last shoot we were on, Caitlin wasn't there. I didn't really need a stylist. The wardrobe's already put together. So like we had a bomb that was about to go off, pretty much on the guy like was a time bomb, and I was told that beforehand that if he just starts not liking hair or makeup or the way I'm shooting, this personality will go sure. Oh my gosh, it was like that. I was so happy all day, and he was like, okay, what are we doing with makeup? What are we doing with hair? Just trust him. Yeah. Phoebe starts just beating this model's face. Not like literally, but I just like, that's just a phrase I use. Beat that face, like make her gorgeous. This model comes out and he's like, she looks amazing. And I like, hair on point. Because like we're going through this vast location with like gardens and all this stuff. And like, it's so hot outside. And my assistants were like killing it that day. And I wish they were here with me today because that's a very vital part of my team, but they're camera shy. So, but they were amazing. Like everybody was so good. And our clients didn't flip out because you can have those clients that will be like, ah!
Cool. So we have a couple of quick questions that I'm going to try to get. So let's go with Phoebe first. What are your no-nos really quickly?
For what?
What are your do's and don'ts for when you want to not work with a photographer?
I think communication is key. Feeling welcome and comfortable on set. Like there's definitely people I've worked with that are kind of maybe have an ego or they're kind of just don't make you feel welcome, don't make you feel like part of the team or like people are cliquey or I don't know, like you should have fun. Like that's super important to me to have fun and work with amazing people and even connecting with the hairstylist. Like me and Karina always work on the model at the same time and I'll tell her, okay, I'm doing eyeliner now or she needs to do something so I'll stop and like we work so well and there's no ego and we just click. So I think you just want to work with people that it feels easy, it flows, it has a good vibe. So that's super important. And the no-nos, I guess, would be the opposite of that. And just people where like I don't connect to their vision or I'm not feeling their vibe or I don't like their work that much or yeah. And it doesn't matter how much you get paid. Like if people are difficult and aren't nice to work with, then I'll turn it down the next time. So yeah.
All right, let's bring it on to Karina.
Karina!
So when you're working with other people on the team or a photographer, what don't you like to see? What do you like to see?
Like for me, like definitely, I mean, like. Can
you just tell the story of that one photographer? We're not named, but
you're hogging up the airtime. Let her get her run.
No, we don't know. But this is like says it perfectly. That one time, whenever I texted you, Diane.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and
yeah.
Like
for me, like when I get on set, I'm early, I'm there, and then the person's like wasting my time. Like the photographer is like on the phone or just taking forever to get one shot. It's like you've wasted like I mean I've done a couple of shoots where it's like 10 hours of work and literally you could have had it done in like 2 hours. So it's really hard when you work with Catherine, the fact that you can get 3 editorials done in one day, and then you're working with another photographer and another team, and not to mention a makeup artist that can take up to 4 hours doing makeup, and yes, that does happen, and you want to just pull your hair out and just pack up and leave, but then you don't because you don't want to leave, like, just bad energy and, stuff like that. But there's times where I'm like, I will never work with that person again just because they work with a team that allows that person to take over the entire day and ruin the whole process and ruin the whole creative process. You don't want to be a part of that.
Cool. And then, so obviously from you, it seems like you like people who are fast, who don't waste your time. And
I know that things do take time, but these are like sometimes like where
not 4 hours.
Not 4 hours for makeup. Yeah, that definitely, or
unless you're doing prosthetics, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Cool. And then last but not least, Caitlin on here. For you, what are you looking for in photographers that you like to work with or other creators?
I mean, I agree with everything that they said. For me, it's like I said, it's very important because they're coming and they're bringing their hair and makeup, but I'm spending days prior creating these relationships with showrooms and designers and that kind of thing. So I have to really, really watch my reputation with them. And when I say this is going to get published or you're going to get these images, it's very important because that is mostly the photographer's job as far as making sure things are credited properly.
Making sure I get the right
get the right credits, get the right people. So it's really important because I've been on shoots where they're like, oh, it's going to be published in this, this, and this, and then something falls through, and then I have to turn around and be like, just kidding, thanks for your clothes for free. Or the magazine comes out and they were credited, with the wrong skirt with the wrong designer, and then they can't use it. So that's really important.
Yeah, I guess that's kind of like just talking about editorials, but like, and other stuff like campaigns.
Campaigns and stuff.
Yeah.
So.
Cool, awesome, thanks. So let's bring the full crew on. Yeah, so I guess what's kind of as we wrap this up, in terms of you guys and having your team be together and mesh, what's kind of that one takeaway that you think is really key to having a good team?
The what? Repeat that again. The one team worthy thing.
Oh, the one key piece of advice that you would all have for.
Just kick some ass. Like I like ass kickers. Like people do. Like they just do what needs to get done. Like nobody has an ego like here because we're like, yeah, okay. I mean, like we know that like we are great at what we do. Like otherwise we would have other I don't know, I'd work at the McDonald's across the street or something. But like I think that just sounded mean. Sorry about that.
Like, we're all honest with each other.
Honest.
We're all honest with each other. We all have each other's backs.
On time.
Yeah, like if I first see, like I get the phone calls from the client, day before, and then, oh, okay, like, can you let her know to do this, do that? Okay. Can you let the stylist know that, this just in case. Like, I get a response from a text message instantaneously, and I know I'm safe and sound, that they got it, the communication was clear, okay. And we jump on the phone like at midnight if we needed to. The elevators at my studios are down today. We climbed 7 flights of stairs to be here. I was the one that went out last night because I had 2 friends in town. I was not feeling good this morning, and I've been waking up at 7 every morning. And these ladies literally pretty much held me together to be here. I should be sleeping right now.
Thank you.
Be honest, and we are being really honest.
Yeah.
But like their energy, wakes me up too. Whenever, that day maybe I'm stuck in traffic or something. I'm worried about this, or I need to get a retouch in or an edit. Or I know my client's going to be difficult. Like, they can see if I'm stressing out, pull over somebody and, just like let out my personal problems. Like it's beyond just them being talented. It's, them being like my team being great people, like in general, like they're good, like they got your back, like like
families.
Yeah, it's like a family.
It's like I spend more time with these guys than I do with my extra family, and like
right,
they become your family, and you're like out in the desert, or it's pouring with rain, or you're working 18 hours straight, and like you're together doing that struggle together. So you become really close, and you like learn about each other's personal lives, and and like you guys are like my friends.
Yeah. Oh, you guys are so sweet. And and then that you have a great team whenever like a company hires somebody in-house, which makes sense. And I was never mad about that. I was just mad that their photo quality was going down. I was like, oh, well, that's too bad for them. But I was just like, you guys are really going to drop them as a client because I'm not shooting for them. And to me, that's just like pure, like pureness. And that's actually like a team. Like, I got your back, you have mine. Like, we discuss it. Like, all right, yeah. Like, Caitlin had a fashion show to style for them. I was like, go for it. Like, it's not photos, you know, like, do it. But like, she came to me, she's like, she let me know that that client asked her to do something, even though that I wasn't working with them anymore. But she was clear and honest and approached me just to make sure she didn't step on the wrong toe. And that's what I love. Like, yeah, we're all just straightforward and direct. Like, you know?
Yeah.
We're all.
It really seems like you guys are like sisters almost.
Yeah. Yeah, and
The blondes and the brunette.
and the one for
Yeah. Like,
Cool. So we don't want to keep you guys too much long because I know Kathy and you aren't feeling well. So
I'm casting from like 1 to 5, and my elevators are down. So, in how to make things work, teamwork. I don't know. Maybe I'll have them help me bring a couple of chairs and a table down 7 flights of stairs so I can have a casting in my lobby.
because they're not going to come upstairs, gotcha.
I am not making models while 7 flights of stairs on a Sunday.
Yeah, that wouldn't be Sunday Fun Day, definitely not. So, okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Catherine, and Karina. You guys have been super awesome. For anybody watching, we put all their links on Instagram and I think Facebook and Twitter, so definitely go to their websites, check out their work. We'll make sure to post it here. You guys can rewatch this. So yeah, I'm Jamal with Creator, and like I said, Catherine, Caitlin, Karina, and Phoebe. Awesome. Thank you very much.
Before we go to, maybe I would like to spend 2 minutes answering maybe Garen's questions that just came in, and he was a little late. So Garen, thanks for asking. I totally want to make sure that you're, so I think I can answer these questions maybe for everybody, just to make it quick. So first question, how do you suggest photographers approach an agency, rep, stylist, or MEAs when the stylist or makeup artist has more established portfolio than a photographer? I would say being repped by an agency. I've been repped by 3 different agencies, and currently I am not repped at all, and neither is Phoebe. We both kind of dropped the agency, and we still get plenty of work. To me, it's you have to have a really great portfolio, and your team reflects on having that great portfolio. I wouldn't be able to have a great portfolio if it wasn't for these guys, and they wouldn't have a great portfolio if it wasn't, I guess, for me, and other great photographers, of course. So the other question is, and once you're a stylist or makeup or hair, you have an established portfolio, how often do you get a portfolio refresh, and where do you get unpaid tests with agency models? I think that to me is a lot of like my deal, because or other photographers' jams. Like, okay, like you have to have somebody passionate that you're working with that is willing to test. Like, to me, I am dying on the inside to test right now. I haven't been able to because I'm so booked. I'm just like, I just want to get creative and stuff like that. And like, you know, as a photographer, it's my portfolio that's going to reflect to the agencies that I'm going to give that model good work. And then here is my team and who I'm working with, because they start Googling my hairstylist and makeup artist and all of that. So yeah, doing that with agency models it establishes everybody's portfolio. So you can say, you know, this and that. So and you want to test to be able to refresh your portfolio constantly as well. So that's something that, you know, everybody should completely always do. And how often, you know, it depends. A month, every 2 months, you know, we got social media to where we update. We have our websites to where we update. A lot of things we have to wait on that doesn't get released and we can't update. Like, I'm waiting for some really cool stuff to come out. I'm just itching to get it out. The next question for test shoots, do you expect the photographer to have hair, makeup, looks in mind before they approach you? Typically make suggestions of how hair makeup should be done, or a general concept you can refer to. Yes, as a photographer, I provide mood boards, but I do trust my team and their vision. If they want to do something for test shoots in particular, that everybody's voice is heard. You know, it's like, oh, really want to do this? Do you like it? Yeah, but let's add this. Okay, and then we start having a conversation, and then we get like a Pinterest board. We start jamming on that. Everything comes together, and then things happen on set because it's like, oh no, wait, this actually looks better, and then we get more creative. So Everybody has their own process. Some people really do stick to mood boards. I hate to stick to like mood boards and a certain look because I don't like to be a copycat. It's like, I want this exact makeup. No, I like want to switch up. It's not so much on the hair and makeup because, that's, you want that eye look, it's fine. But like whenever I put together a mood board for a photo, I don't want to copy any other's photography, like anybody else. Like, yes, I've been copied before, and thank you for the compliment of copying me. Like, yes, it is a compliment, but I'm not going to give somebody else that compliment. I'll be inspired by them, but it's always going to be my version, and as well as hair, makeup, and styling, it's going to have their own version. And the last, and concepts as well. So everything gets changed. They have all, no matter if it's a campaign or a test shoot, things still get changed some way, somehow. And you never know how it's gonna, and yeah, you just gotta be that person that's flexible and go with the flow. The last question, for Phoebe, for the makeup artist, what are your top 5 makeup application mistakes you would suggest photographer watch out for when working with a new makeup artist? I can answer that because I am the photographer, right? I hate a messy eyeliner. I hate it when the lashes are just like not pressed together. She does a great job. Like whenever you do a false lash, like, and especially in beauty, like if the lashes don't blend, like yeah. Lips, if the model has bad like skin texture, bad skin, like just not enough, or like certain, like knowing my camera to me is really important. And whenever I can communicate to a makeup artist, like she knows what pigments like show up on camera and which ones you have to go heavier on or not. Like yellows, like to me, I shoot on a Canon, so like yellows I have to punch up like in showing up as far as pigmentation. So that's really important. And I mean, like blending brush, not a blending brush correctly. Photographers, we trust makeup artists in order to do what they do and make it look good. And things do look different in person compared to how they do look on camera. And it's lighting style. If you're using harsh lighting, you want a certain different kind of makeup. If it's natural lighting. So it's all about communication at the end of the day. So thanks, Garen. Those were really actually great questions. If you guys have more, you can still be here in the questions and leave replies, I think. Is that correct? Or
yeah, you'll be able to chat if you wanted to follow up questions. And of course, they can hit you up on any of your social sites, correct?
Yeah, social media stuff is my name. Mine is my name. It's just Catherine Asanov. You can just Google that.
Yeah, we're going to make sure to post them all, and we actually have them already on our Instagram page.
Sure, we'll just put that in the chat. So
yes, exactly. Cool. So, all right, we'll let you guys get to your busy day ahead of you. Thank you for starting the day with us. That was super awesome. Look forward to chatting with you guys again in the future. Enjoy your day, ladies.
Thank you. Thank you.
Bye.
bye. Thanks, guys.